I really don't know what possesses people to be such nasty bitches when they go out to eat. Like, for what? Stay home. Stay home if you're gonna have a nasty fucking attitude. So I had a table a while back, and I went up to them, you know, I was super excited. I was like, hi, everyone, how are you doing? And before all y'all get crazy in the comments being like, oh, if you would have given great service, I give great service, bitch. I always make sure that I went above and beyond for all of my tables. Whatever you needed, I was there. This shit was Disneyland to me. I wanted you to leave with the biggest smile on your face like this was magic. So whatever, I go up to this table and I'm greeting them, and I'm literally in the middle of like my whole entire spiel, telling them my name, whatever the fuck. And this guy interrupts me, and I don't know what his problem was, but he was in a bad mood. Like, I don't know, he woke up in the depths of hell. I don't know what stick he had up his raw, but he was not doing good. And he looks at me, he's like, get me a Coke now. And I was like, oh, okay, sis, like, we have a little piss boy at the table, but that's fine. And I come back with a Coke, and I have a smile on my face because I'm really trying to make the best out of this situation. Like, I'm gonna try to kill you with kindness, and hopefully your attitude just vavoomps, because I'm really not trying to deal with it right now. So it comes time to order their meal, and the wife is like, oh, I'm looking for a pasta that's creamy, but not too creamy, like, and I'm like, okay, well, something that's creamy, and the guy cuts me off, and he's like, she said not something that's not too creamy. Do you not know how to hear? Do you not know how to understand things? Are you deaf? And I was like, oh, okay, sis, like, pop off, I guess. I really stood and stared at that man for the longest time because I was turning red. I was turning red because it took all the bravery and courage out of me to not tell this man to take that steak out of his raw and put it in his mouth and shut the hell up, because I don't know who he was talking to like that. I swear to God, I literally just stared there and I stared at that man mad. And he really then has the audacity to look at me while he's staring at me. We have not left eye contact, to be like, what? Take my order and leave the table. Fucking, I'm sorry. So I leave the table and I come back, but the wife is only there, and I'm going up to her, and she looks mortified. She's like, I am so sorry. Like, he's in a really bad mood right now. Like, you're not doing anything bad. It's just that we got a really bad call before this, and now he's like in a bad mood, but he shouldn't be taken out on you. I'm sorry for his actions. I said, girl, that's fine and everything, but why don't you guys just order takeout then? Like, I don't understand. I am your server, not your punching bag. What are you doing? And as I'm talking to the wife, the husband comes back, and he looks at me, looks at his wife, and he goes, honey, I don't know why you're continuing to talk with the workers. They're here to help. We should be enjoying our time together. We shouldn't be here entertaining the help. Oh no, bitch. I was so fed up at that point. I was like, listen, man, I know that you're having a bad day, but that's none of my business. And just because you feel like shit doesn't mean you gotta treat me like shit. I've been trying to give you a good dining experience this whole entire time, but you've been making it impossible to do so. So here's your check. Have a good day. Nos vamos. Ciao. Arrivederci, bitch. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm not doing it anymore. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Stay home if you're in a bad mood. Why you gotta take it out on me? You don't know me, bitch. I didn't do shit to you. I swear to God. Have y'all ever gone out with people that make you look so bad? Like, you're literally mortified by your own existence on how bad this person is making you look? Because damn, yo, that shit sucks. So I used to have this best friend who was the biggest hated ass bitch you ever meet in your entire life. She was the definition of not a girl's girl. And one day she hits me up. She's like, hey, Emily, I need to run some errands. And since I was the only one that had a car, she was like, why don't we go run errands together? So I said, okay, whatever, because I'm trying to be a good friend here. So, you know, I was feeling a little peckish. So I was like, oh, let's go out to eat before we do the errands. Mistake, because every single time we went out to eat, this bitch embarrassed me. But for whatever reason, I thought this time was going to be different, whatever. So we go out and we sit down at the table, and the waiter comes up, and literally this girl was so pretty, it was crazy. I was like, oh my God, like, people really look like this on the regular. You're at work and you look like this? Holy shit, like, I feel bad about myself, but I'm a bad bitch still. But shit, girl, you doing the thing, good for you. My friend, on the other hand, we're gonna call her Stacy, instantly in a bad mood. She had this thing that whenever there are other pretty girls around and she felt threatened, she instantly became into her true form of a hating ass bitch. So she was pissed the fuck off. So the server starts to greet us, and she's like, hi girls, can I get you anything to drink? And my friend Stacy is like, do not call me a little girl. I don't know what you think this is. Just get me a Coke and leave the table. And I said, girl, how the fuck are you gonna talk to a bad bitch like that? Are you serious? So the server leaves, and I'm like, yo, Stacy, you gotta calm down. Like, why are you talking to her like that? And she goes, oh my God, she's definitely one of those girls that think she's all that. Like, she probably just goes out and tries to get validation from guys because that's the only way that she feels confident. And I was like, I don't think that's true, but whatever. She goes, well, you don't know her. And I was like, you don't know her either, bitch. Where are you building up this whole story? I forgot that you're a fucking author and you just make stories up about people, bitch. So whatever, the server comes back and she starts to take our order. And my friend is making her order so complicated for no type of reason. And I understand that people have dietary restrictions, and that's fine. But my friend, deadass, I've seen her eat lasagna off a Times Square sidewalk. She was not a picky eater. And I was like, girl, why are you being so extra right now? Like, I have seen this girl put Cheetos in between her toes and eat it off her foot like it's a fucking fork. So I was like, girl, why are you being complicated right now? And my friend deadass in front of the server goes, what, you're a server, you don't know how to take orders? I was like, oh my God, I was mortified. I looked at the server and I said, girl, I am so sorry. I don't know what crawled up her kuka, haha, but I promise you, like her. And the server was so kind and patient with us, even though my friend was acting like a complete bitch. So I said, you know what, fine. The food comes up, my friend starts complaining about the food. I said, you know what, bitch? Get the bill because you have embarrassed me and I don't want to be here anymore. Get me the bill. So after my friend inhaled all her food, the bill comes and I'm like, girl, give me your card because we got to split it. She goes, I'm not going to pay for this. I said, what the fuck you mean you're not going to pay for this? You just snorted all these frijoles. You have to pay for this. So after 10 minutes of arguing, my friend is finally like, fine, whatever, I'll pay for it. And I said, okay, that's cool, great. Don't forget you have to give me money for tip because we're going to go half on tip. And she's like, I'm not going to tip. Are you crazy? My friend would never tip. She would never tip. So I would have to put more money down in order to make sure that the person that took care of us was taken care of. And I was like, girl, I don't want to do this to you right now. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm dipping into my pocket and that shit's annoying. I hate to do this, but like for part 2, there's too much. There's too much for me to fucking get into, bitch. I'm sorry. Like for part 2, it's going to be up really fast. So I look at her and I'm like, Stacy, I do not want to keep putting down more money for tip. Like, that shit is expensive. I'm driving you around all day, bitch. All day. Like, I'm a fucking Uber, I'm a Lyft, I'm your chauffeur. I don't even know what the fuck. Please, all you can do is just go half on me with this tip, bitch. And she's like, no, I don't care. If they have to work off of tips, then maybe they should get a different job. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, you're literally the worst person I met my entire fucking life. What is wrong with you? Like, what? Just give me the $15. And at this point, we're arguing loud as hell in this restaurant. So the server comes up and she's like, ladies, is everything okay? And my friend Stacy deadass looks at her and goes, get away. Who the hell was talking to you? Get away from the table. And I was like, girl, are you serious? What is happening to you? Like, ew, I'm scared. And I look at my friend, I'm like, yo, do not talk to her like that. Like, she's a normal human being. She hasn't done anything wrong. And you're acting like a hating ass bitch just because you're ugly and you're broke. You're ugly and you're broke. I'm so sorry. Don't take that out of somebody else, bitch. Just because you feel bad about yourself does not mean you gotta make other people feel bad, bitch. I don't know what you think this is, but it's not that. What is wrong with you? So I end up putting all the tip and we go out to my car and I lock my car and I sit in it and she goes, oh, the car's unlocked. I said, I know it is. Take an Uber home, bitch. I am not taking you home. We are done. This relationship is over. I cannot believe you just did that to me in the restaurant, bitch. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I'm crazy, but you're fucking crazy. And she's like, I'm not gonna Uber home. We have errands to do. I said, I don't care. The tip that you didn't want to give her, use that money to call yourself an Uber home, you broke ass bitch. Because I'm not doing this with you. What is wrong with you? How dare you talk to somebody like that while you're in my presence, making me look bad and shit. And she's like, Emily, are you serious? You're my best friend and you're gonna talk to me like that? You're just gonna leave me stranded? I said, bitch, are you kidding me? Did you just see how you talk to a stranger for no type of reason other than the fact that you're just mad at yourself? Bitch, fix that. I don't want to be your friend no more. We are not friends. I don't care. Take your ass home. It's not going to be in my car. I don't know how you're going to get home. If you want to walk, bitch. I don't care. And she's like, oh, so you want to fight then? Is that what you want to do? Because we could fight. And I said, girl, no problem. We could fight. I got no problem giving you the 1, 2, 3, bitch. Because I got no issue doing that. I really looked at her and I was like, girl, I'll give you the ass whooping of a lifetime for embarrassing me like that. I swear to God. Test me. Hit me, bitch. Hit me. I'm ready. She just kept arguing with me and I was like, girl, you know what? I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. So I drove home. I don't even know how she got home. I don't know how she got home and I really don't care. Don't embarrass me like that. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Oh my God. If you're one of those people that go out to eat just to start a problem, you are the worst.
So a while back, I used to work at this restaurant. These 2 girls come in, and they're like, oh, we need a table for 2. And I was like, okay, ladies, just give me 1 moment. I'll get you seated right away. And they're like, okay, but hurry up, actually. And I was like, okay, just give me a fucking second.
So I end up walking them to their table. I'm like, okay, ladies, enjoy your meal. And I walk away, and they're like, no, we don't want to sit here. We want to go sit over there. And they point to a table that fits 10 people. I'm like, oh, unfortunately, ladies, that table is reserved for parties of 8 and up, and you're only a party of 2, so you're not going to be able to sit there. And they're like, okay, well, we say we want to sit there, so we're allowed to sit there. And I said, bitch, this is not the Last Supper. What are you trying to do here? Sit at the table. And then I repeat myself, and I'm like, ladies, you're only a party of 2. You need 8 more people if you want to sit there. We have that reserved for another party. You cannot sit there. This table is here. It's fine. Sit here. And they're like, no, we want to sit over there. What is the problem with us sitting over there? And I said, the problem is that you don't know how to do fucking math, bitch. There's 2 of you. You need 10 people. You're missing 8 people. And this is where everything went from 0 to 100 because then they look at me and they're like, well, you work here and you're here to serve us, so serve us. We don't want to sit here. Serve us at the table that we want to be sat at. And I was like, bitch. Are you stupid? So after 10 minutes of arguing, they finally decided to sit at the table that I told them to sit at. And I was like, you know what, whatever, bitch, live your best life. I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna leave. So I end up walking past the table again, and this bitch grabs a fork, throws it on the floor, and looks at me and goes, pick it up, server. I need to eat with it. Pick it up. So I pick it up, and I go to the table. It's like, is there a problem, you crustaceous-ass bitch? Because I don't know why you're trying to eat with the fork that fell on the floor like we're not in the middle of a pan de uno, but whatever. That's your beef. So I'm looking at them and I'm like, is there a problem? Like, is there something I can get you ladies? Like, what's happening here? And they're like, actually, there is something you can get us, server. Go to the kitchen, grab us a little napkin and tie a little bow on it, put some sparkles on it and bring it back, server. And I look at them like, girl, my name is not server. My name is Emily. You either address me as my name or you don't address me at all. I don't know what you think this is, but it's not that. And then they start laughing and they're like, you're really gonna talk to us like that while you're working? Like, do you even know who my dad is? Like, I could get you fired. And I said, you're right, I don't know who your dad is, but if I did know who your dad was, I'd tell him that his daughter's a bitch. Is there anything I can get you? And they're like, oh, so you want a problem? Is that what it is? And I was like, no, girl, I want no problems. But you're coming at me wild crazy like I'm not crazy. And I'm letting you know that's not okay. So is there anything I can get you or can I walk away? And she's like, you're literally a server here. Like, you literally work here. And they start laughing. And I'm like, bitch, am I supposed to be ashamed of the fact that I'm making big bank? At least I didn't use daddy's car to go out to eat, bitch. She ends up threatening to throw her drink at me. And I was like, you know what? It's real funny that you're trying to fight with somebody that's in a uniform right now. Because if I wasn't in a uniform, this conversation would be very different. But no problem. I get out at this time if you want to see what this conversation can really look like. The police ended up having to come out to escort them out because it continued to make a scene. And for everyone that's going to ask, no, they did not show up to see what the conversation was really going to go. I knew they wouldn't. Like, don't go out to eat and be rude. For what reason? We're just trying to serve you. We want you to have a good time. Be in a good mood, bitch. Damn. Because if not, you'll end up getting a bitch like me that'll give you an actual reason to be in a bad mood. If y'all want to find out if your man's is cheating on you, ask the server at his favorite restaurant because, bitch, the situation I was in. So back when I used to work on my old job, I used to have this work best friend where we would tell each other everything. And she would tell me about her boyfriend troubles, and we would basically kiki at work. We were coming to work just to talk to each other. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So one day, it's my last day on the shift before I start my new job, and she's telling me how her boyfriend is acting mad weird with her, and she's like, I don't really understand what's happening. And I was like, girl, I know you, but I don't know you this well, so I really can't help you in this department. Whatever, I try to get her mind off of it because I'm a good friend. So I was like, oh girl, like I'm starting this new job, like I'm really excited. And she goes, oh my God, like I know that place, my boyfriend loves to go there. We go there all the time. The food is so good. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm really excited. So whatever, the end of the shift comes and I'm like, all right, girl, I'll see you. I'll text you, like da. I did not think I was gonna have to text her as soon as I did though, because God. So whatever, I go into my new job. I'm all excited. I'm like, so I go on, I get sat with these tables, and as I'm going up to one of the tables, I see that it looks like one of my friend's boyfriends. I'm like, oh my God, like this is the person she was talking about. I was like, holy shit, maybe she came to visit me. Maybe she wanted to surprise me to be a good friend. Like, I'm so excited. So I go over and I see her boyfriend with a different girl. And I'm like, this better be your fucking sister. And I've never met her boyfriend, so he has no idea who I am, but I have seen pictures of him. So I'm like, I've seen that crooked face before, and I know damn well who you are. And I know damn well that this is not my work best friend. Who is this bitch? But I also gotta find out if he's cheating on my girl, because if not, that's trifling. So I go full Scooby-Doo on these people, and I'm asking them mad questions. I'm like, oh, so like, what are you here for? Are you celebrating anything? Like, is it your anniversary? Like, what's happening? And he's like, oh no, we're just on a date. And I was like, oh, you trifling. And now I'm getting mad from my friend because I'm like, I'm not even involved in this, but yo, what the fuck? How are you even gonna do this to her? So I start asking him like, oh, you look so familiar. I just don't know where I know you from. Like, I know you look so familiar. He goes, oh no, I don't know. And he starts to get nervous because he's like, oh shit, like what's happening? And the girl starts looking at him weird and starts giving me dirty looks. I'm like, girl, do not. You are in the wrong here, bitch. I will blow everybody's spot up right now. I swear to God, all I gotta do is say one thing. Show one picture, bitch. Don't test me because I'm crazy. So I go straight to the back and I'm like, boop, 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 boop. Hey, girl, so you're not going to believe what happened, but I just saw your man's and he's at my table. And she goes, oh my God, I know, like he loves to go there. And I said, no, girl, he loves to go there with other people because he's with another girl right now. And she's like, what? Like, you're lying. Like, I can't believe it. And I was like, bitch, I'm telling you the truth. So I'm like, girl, what do you want me to do here? You want me to blow their spot up or do you want me to just leave them alone and you can deal with it later? She goes, no, I want you to expose them. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem. I could do that. So then I run up to the table and I'm like, oh, I finally know where I know you from. And he's like, oh, where? And I said, I used to work at blank with your girlfriend, Melissa. Girl, his face turned so white. He was like, oh, you know Melissa? And I was like, of course I know Melissa, you crusty, dusty, trifling ass motherfucker. How dare you do this to her? How dare you? Don't cheat on her, you nasty. Regardless, they didn't leave me any tip. It got pretty awkward after that. They left immediately. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure she broke up with him. But girl, be careful. Be careful out there, hoes. Some girl really just tried looking at me and tried reading me to fill for my zodiac sign. And I said, girl, what? This girl was like, oh, what's your zodiac sign? And I was like, oh, I'm a Capricorn. She goes, oh. And I said, oh, what, bitch? And she was like, I just don't get along with Capricorns. Like, you guys are just really nasty people, so I don't think we're going to be friends. And I said, bitch, what made you think I want to be friends with you? And then she goes on to be like, well, that's because my sign is. And I said, no, bitch, I don't care what your sign is. I don't care if you're a Gemini, a Leotard, an Aquarium, or a Scorpion. I really don't care. The only sign that I'm getting here is to stop and turn yourself around, Emily, and walk the other fucking way because you look like a hating ass bitch. Capricorns are really bad people. What, bitch? You don't know me. They say that the hottest girls have stomach issues. Why, though? Why can't you be on your hot girl shit without having to take multiple shits a day, bitch? Like, why are we birthing children every hour, every day here? Like, this is a 9 to 5 now. Like, how hot can you be when you're sweating your makeup off, fighting for your life in the bathroom, bitch? Like, what? Like the other day, I told somebody, I was like, oh my God, my stomach hurts. And they were like, oh my God, that just means that you're a hot girl. And I said, no, bitch, that just means I gotta go to the doctor. Like, y'all really crazy for making stomach issues a cute and quirky thing to have. Like, I swear to God. But hey, I'm here for it, bitch. I'm a hot girl. Any reason to call myself a hot girl, I'ma fucking use it. Ew. I really don't get what goes through some people's minds when they go out to eat. Like, it just really doesn't make sense to me. So I used to work at this health food place, and I got sat with a table, and I'm going up to the table, and before I could even greet them or say my name, this bitch looks at me, and she goes, I'm letting you know now, I'm a vegan. And I was like, oh shit, is it contagious? Because mierda, the intensity. She did not think that was funny, though. I was like, oh shit, now this is awkward now, but it's fine. You have no sense of humor. That's your problem, not mine. What can I get you today? So she decides to order a vegetarian burger, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I literally went through all the ingredients, making sure that she was okay with everything. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. Just letting you know I'm a vegan. And I said, I know, girl, you said it already. So whatever, after a while, the food drops, and I'm going up to her, and she looks at her plate, and she's like, what the fuck is this? And I said, it's a vegetarian burger. It's what you ordered. And she's like, no, this literally looks like meat. I told you I was a vegan. And I said, well, yes, it's a vegetarian burger, bitch. What do you think it's gonna look like? You think it's gonna look like a fucking bush and grass? Bitch, what? And I'm looking at her, I'm like, ma'am, that's a vegetarian burger. And she goes, I know that you don't respect your body as much as I do, but I don't consume anything with animals. This is me. I said, bitch, try it. It is not meat. She goes, it's me. And I said, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Why the hell would we have a vegetarian burger and put meat in it, bitch? I literally looked at her, I was like, ma'am, there's no animal products in this at all. I promise you. Like, I would not give you something that you cannot eat. And she goes, you know what? You clearly don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about veganism. And I'm going to need you to pick up a book and figure it out because you sound really stupid right now. I said, I sound stupid. I sound stupid. And she's like, you're gonna have to send this back to the kitchen and get me your actual vegetarian burger. And I was like, this is, you know what, it's fine, it's fine. I grabbed the plate, I went to the kitchen, I said, y'all, am I bugging or is this a vegetarian burger? And everyone's like, yes, that's a vegetarian burger. I said, thank you. So I go back out to the floor, I gave her the same plate, and I'm like, girl, this is a vegetarian burger. I'm so sorry if it's not up to your standard, but that's what we have. She goes, are you serious? You're really gonna make me eat this? I said, you know what, no problem. I could get you a salad if you want. I could throw some lettuce, some tomatoes. I could throw a cucumber in that bitch and call it a day if you really want that. And she's like, are you seriously gonna try to serve me lettuce? Do you know how many pesticides are in that? I said, what the fuck? Do you want water then? I could give you water, I could give you ice, bitch. I don't know what you want because clearly that's the only thing you're trying to eat here. And she's like, are you serious? Do you really think this is a joke? I'm a vegan. And I was like, I know! You said that already, bitch! I'm trying to find you something to eat and you're telling me no to everything. I don't know what to get you now. And now this is a part of the story that just really blew my mind because then she looks at me, she goes, you don't have to forget it, just get me a salmon. And I said, ma'am, that's fish, that's an animal. She goes, I know what I'm eating. I said, so wait. You're a vegan that eats fish. That means you're a pescatarian. And she goes, no, I'm a vegan. And I was like, oh my God, I think you're stupid. I think you're really stupid. I said, girl, no. Girl, no. And I was like, girl, salmon is a fish, which is an animal. Therefore, you're not a vegan. And she's like, veganism is whatever I want it to mean to me. And I was like, what the fuck? Am I getting pranked right now? Is this real life? I was like, okay, girl, go off, sis, I guess. But here's your ice water. And she ate a fucking salmon. What type of energy are these people on? That makes no sense. I don't know what the hell is good with the people that I just met going through the fucking drive-thru, but I swear to God, I'm literally appalled. I was like, I'm caught off guard. I'm just here trying to get an iced tea at Dunkin' Donuts. Like, you're 24/7. Like, I'm so sorry they gave you the bad shift. Oh my God, I literally recorded it too. But I can't, I'm scared to post it because I know how all of y'all be. Oh, Emma, you shouldn't have said please nicely. Because I was nice to him. I was like, I'm not going to yell at you. But I'm also going to be a little annoyed. That's rude. Don't be rude to me. I'm not being rude to you. Shit. Like, I'm also not the one behind the desk. I'm also not the one clocked in. Whatever. I'll decide if I post the video of me having a conversation with him. But I think I almost got robbed. I don't know. But I think I did. Well, I think he tried it. But, you know. So I'm getting out of work or whatever, and like I'm walking to my car, and I have to walk like a pretty good amount. And I'm walking, and some guy comes up to me. He's like, "Oh, did you just get out of work?" And I was like, "Yeah." And now I really just run to my car after my shift because you know I got big bank with me, bitch. But no, seriously, I just don't want to I don't want to walk into situations like this, honestly, because I'm a server and I walk home with cash money, bank, bitch. But no, he looks at me, he's like, oh, you just got out of work? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you work here? And he pointed to like the place I work at. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you must have made a lot of money, right? And I was like, the fuck you asking for? And then he started inching closer to me and I was like, oh my God, like this is the end of my fucking life. And then my man ended up calling me and I was like, hey, listen, like, you know, he So I don't know if you want to